So for the part 2 of my presentation, I will be discussing about the Saylor-Alexander and Lewis model, as well as the Oliva model. So let us begin with the Saylor-Alexander and Lewis models. So this model is premised on a deductive approach, and the first step, advisedly, is to define the major educational goals and specific objectives. Saylor-Alexander and Lewis observed that examination of past and present practices of curriculum planning indicates a frequent lack of a continuing goals and objectives, which is essential to systematic curriculum planning. Referring to personal development, Saylor-Alexander and Lewis argued that, in a very general sense, the entire purpose of education is to aid the development of the person. The authors warned that the model should not be enforced dogmatically, but should make allowances for varied educational settings and adaptive curriculum plans within the stated areas without implicating spheres that are not specifically intended. So for Gallen Saylor and William Alexander in 1974, viewed curriculum development as a plan for providing sets of learning opportunities to achieve broad educational goals and related specific objectives for an identifiable population served by a single school center. So as for their model, the first step begins with identifying the goals, objectives, and domains. So the model indicates that curriculum planners begin by specifying the major educational goals and specific objectives they wish to accomplish. So the model advocated for major goals or domains, which includes personal development, human relations, continued learning skills, and specialization. Second step now begins the curriculum designing. So once the goals and objectives and domains have been established, planners move into the process of designing the curriculum. Here, a decision is made on the appropriate learning opportunities for each domain and how and when these opportunities will be provided. Third step of the model is the implementation now of the curriculum. After the designs have been created, the next step is the implementation of the designs by the teachers. Based on the design of the curriculum plan, teachers would specify instructional objectives and then select relevant teaching methods and strategies to achieve the desired learning outcomes among students in the classroom. And the last step of this model is the evaluation. Finally, curriculum planner and teachers engage in evaluation. The model proposed that evaluation should be comprehensive, using a variety of evaluation techniques. Evaluation should involve the total educational program of the school and the curriculum plan, the effectiveness of instruction, and the achievement of students. So here is now the diagram of the Saylor-Alexander and Lewis models. So the first step begins with identifying the goals and objectives. So this is, of course, influenced by external forces, legal requirements, research data, professional associations, and state guidelines, as well as the society, the learners, and the knowledge, which are the core base of the curriculum. So after identifying the goals and objectives, we will now proceed to designing the curriculum. So after designing of the curriculum, it is now time to implement it. And after the implementation of the curriculum, last stage is the evaluation. This is to make sure if the curriculum has achieved its goals and objectives based on feedbacking. And then let us now proceed to the Oliva model. The Oliva model is linear. It is because each of the 12 steps in the model are interrelated. Oliva model is deductive. It is because it identifies the needs of the community as a whole before going down to identifying the specific needs of the learners and the subject matter to be taught. Oliva model is prescriptive because it allows to achieve the desired outcomes in a controlled manner. and it combines a scheme for curriculum development and a design for instruction. The Peter Oliva's model has 12 components. It illustrates a step-by-step process of developing curriculum from specifying the needs of the students in general and the needs of the society to evaluating the curriculum. So according to Oliva in 1988, a curriculum model should be simple, comprehensive, and systematic. Oliva describes the curriculum development model in the 12 components in which one another is interrelated. So these are the following components. First, general, students, and community needs. Second, identifying students' special needs, the community needs, and the needs of discipline. Third, identifying the purpose of general curriculum. Fourth, identifying the specific goal of curriculum. Fifth, specific curriculum organization. Sixth, the broad objective of learning. Seventh, the specific purpose of learning. And eighth, the selection of learning strategies. Ninth, selection of preliminary technical evaluation and selection to techniques of final evaluation. 10th, implementation of the strategy. 11th, evaluation of learning. And the last step is the evaluating the curriculum. So here is now the diagram of the Oliva model. It starts, of course, with the first step, which is on identifying the aims, the philosophy, educational, derived from the needs of students and society. Going down to the last step, which is on the evaluation of the curriculum. So this last step is actually, again, associated with step 3. That is to make sure if the curriculum has achieved its objectives and goals. So Oliva model has been applied to program knowledge, competency, and institutional needs in conjunction with educational needs. It has also been used to ascertain the relationship between philosophical orientations and educational practices. So we have the advantage of the Oliva model. This model is versatile, that it provides a process for the complete development of a curriculum. It allows developers to focus on particular components of the curriculum and the development of instructional components. However, it also has its disadvantage, the need for continuous revision of the components. It forces the planner to continually provide answers to the issues that can leave the planner feeling overwhelmed and unaccomplished in their task. Again, so this is the end now of the part 2. I'll see you in part 3.